Heading into the international season, how important for the Silver Ferns with two major events on the horizon?
These are very important. We're very aware that these are the last 5 games we'll probably play against Australia before we play them, ideally in our world, in the final at Commonwealth Games. So these 5 games are enormously important. We have to learn from them, we have to prepare well. There is time to do something about it if the results don't go our way, but we're working pretty hard to make sure they do.
5 tests against Australia, as you mentioned, probably last time you meet them before the major event. How important that you do get the upper hand over the Aussies?
I think very important. There is time to do things about anything if this doesn't go to plan, but you know, in the first instance, it'd be great to get some confidence-boosting wins on the board.
Commonwealth Games, what will it take to win that tournament? It starts now.
It does start now. From our perspective, it certainly starts now. It started at the trials, and I was very clear with the players that we were starting our Com Games prep. I think it's going to take good preparation, a lot of hard work, and I've been really heartened by how hard the players have worked in this environment for the last couple of weeks, and an absolute focus on being the best netballer we can be and bringing that form into the Silver Ferns.
You do have a lot of experience in this side, as we've touched on. How important do you think that will be in these big events?
I think you have to find the right mix of experience and the new enthusiasm, and I'm hoping that that's what we're really looking at doing at the moment. I think it's important, but I do think that that little blend of the newness of people who don't know, they're unexpected, they have a new way of doing things, I think that always gives a team a little bit of an edge. So it's always hard to find that balance because inexperience brings its own pitfalls. But I'm hopeful that we're getting close to that nice balance.
Any differences that people can expect, the public can expect from the Silver Ferns this season? I'm really hopeful that we can continue to work on cutting our error rate. We had some successes in that last year, but we weren't always successful, so some consistency in those efforts. We'll continue to work on the last few moments of games, ensuring that we're able to manage those critical moments, which was something that we had been criticised for in the past. We made progress, but we need to make more progress towards that this year. And we've always been strong in terms of our shooting accuracy, so we'd look to maintain that and increase our shooting volume. So those are the sorts of things that we're looking at. They're small increases, but I think they'll make a big difference. Playing against Malawi, different style, how important to be exposed to that heading into the Commonwealth Games?
Very important. It's very easy to get lost in the Australian style and only focus on that in England. However, Malawi, for us, are able to replicate a little the Jamaican style, and that's important for us looking at the Commonwealth Games. And we'll also come up against some African opposition, and I think Africa's the sleeping giant of international netball. They have very physical, very capable athletes, and with a little bit more international experience, I think could be enormously competitive.
Pass mark, 31st of October, 8 tests out of the way. What will your expectation be that you've achieved?
The ideal for us would be a Constellation Cup win, a domestic series win, and a good performance, looking at good performances in the Fast 5, but at that point that's what we'd be aiming to do.